The shock rise of weak men. Hello everybody, and welcome to Male Wisdom. In this video, I will talk about the rise of weak men. What's causing it? How can we fix it? And most importantly, why does it even matter? So stick around and find out. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. When a guy does not have a reason to live, he diverts his attention to things that please him. As a result, men's testosterone levels have been dropping for over a decade. A study published in 2007 in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that the testosterone levels of males in the United States have decreased substantially since the 1980s, with average levels falling by approximately 1% each year. It would appear that males in today's society are less macho than ever before. However, why? The lack of competitiveness in today's world of apparent toxic masculinity, the presence of plastics in packaged food, and the fast access men have to pornography, dating apps, social media, and entertainment have all contributed to a general weakening of men. As a result, there is no obvious path to follow, no current conflict to engage in, and no motivation to venture out into the world and put an end to the dragon. Why go to all that trouble when you can conquer that monster in your video games while sitting on the couch in the living room of your parents' home? But why shouldn't I stick around and live with them? The current state of the economy and inflation have made it extremely difficult to relocate. Staying at home with your parents is a sign that you have not been successful in venturing out on your own. To launch yourself into the world, achieve complete and total independence, and realize your full potential as a man. The manly attributes. In addition to making moving out your top priority, you should remind yourself to live by the masculine qualities you possess. Facing one's concerns squarely and overcoming them is an example of courage. When you fall, get back up again. For this reason, many men enjoy watching movies where the main character gets back up after being knocked down multiple times. A fundamental component of you is connected to and appreciative of this. Mastery work on developing your skills, particularly those using your hands. Does it surprise that women who possess practical DIY skills find men attractive? Strength. Back in the days when people still lived in tribes, having a solid body meant you could carry more supplies, which increased your value to the tribe. It is not a coincidence that one of the most prominent characteristics of the archetypically masculine guy is strength. Self-improvement. Women are born, whereas men are created. Men are expected to excel in their endeavors, whereas women are often given a pass. Don't get upset with the ladies because you think they have it easier than you do. Because of the quick fall in fertility in women after age 25, they cannot afford to spend years becoming masters. Men are provided with the essential raw materials to achieve mastery. However, it is up to the individual man to process these raw materials and construct a great man out of himself. Men are supplied with the required essential ingredients to attain mastery. A man will never get something for nothing. A man who does not work toward becoming more skilled will always remain a man-child. Life is far more transparent when you start living by your own nature. You begin to feel stronger. You give society structure when you lead, provide, and remain focused on purpose. Regarding rationality, the truth is the truth regardless of whether or not you acknowledge it. If you are aware of this fact, you will be able to manipulate it to your advantage. On the other hand, if you disregard the truth, it will eventually come back and bite you in the rear. Women are incapable of dealing with the truth. This explains why they have such a fascination with meaningless topics like astrology. Even the telling of the truth might be offensive to women. A real man is unafraid of the truth, even though it is frequently unpleasant. You are not a man incapable of dealing with the fact, you are more of a woman. Women are guided in their actions by their feelings. They can frequently afford to show their emotions because there are always males around to rescue them from precarious situations. As a male, you cannot afford to do that. No one will come to a man's rescue. A man must make every effort to direct his actions with reason and logic at all times, else, he is doomed to fail. Men have a natural ability to figure out how things function. That has nothing to do with feelings. Reason, education, and an objective perspective are the keys to accomplishing this. When you get the hang of things, flying an airplane or walking on the moon isn't a pretty nerve-wracking experience. Men did not attain these accomplishments by submitting to their feelings. They accomplished this by gaining a rational understanding of the unyielding realities of how the world functions. Self-reliance. Self-sufficiency is one of the hallmarks of a macho man. When women have a problem, they go to other women or authority figures for help, while men cannot do that. You need to be a woman for this tactic to be successful. Nobody gives a damn about the issues that males face. Don't put off dealing with your problems until the government or politicians find a solution. Find your answers to the issues you're facing. Avoid taking their lead at all costs. A manly man is not a follower but rather a leader of others. Developing a strong sense of self-reliance is necessary to achieve independence. Because of their frailty, particularly when they are expecting a child or already have children to care for, women are dependent on men. On the other hand, guys do not have a valid reason. When it comes to survival, a man is always on his own. Persistent success is not a one-time occurrence. It will take some time. Persistent effort is a vital necessity to achieve one's goals. In contrast, a feminine guy will throw in the towel at first sight of difficulty, refuse to fight through obstacles, and give up easily. Still, a masculine man will fight through failures, refuse to give up quickly, and endure until he succeeds. Because women have a shorter lifespan than men, it is unrealistic to expect them to persevere over many years to achieve their objectives. Women often achieve their goals roundaboutly, with the help of men. Men must be tenacious to triumph over challenges and achieve their goals. Keep in mind that a single victory might make up for all of your prior setbacks. Competition. Because they like engaging in athletic competition, many men are devoted fans of various sports teams. They experience the same joy and satisfaction as if it were their success when their favorite sports team prevails. Women can give the impression that they are addicted to sports teams or video games, but this is not the case. They couldn't care less about anything related to sports or video games. They behave in this way to garner the interest of guys. One of the best ways for a man to squander his potential to be macho is to spend his time following sports teams or to play video games. He wastes his innate drive to compete and triumph by preoccupying himself with digital pursuits that do not provide any discernible advantages in the real world. Instead, a manly guy can channel his urge to compete and win into real-life activities that have a positive net benefit for his overall health and well-being. Concerning being single, I will talk about the biggest reason why 95% of men are single and lonely. Many people might not want to hear this, but it's time for us to face the facts. So make sure check out my latest videos for more.